Hello, everybody. My name's Amy, and I want to start by just saying how this is not my first relay, but definitely the first relay that has been this impressive. I want to thank everybody for all your love and dedication and passion towards raising awareness and money for a cure. Many of you have juggled jobs and families and responsibilities to not only put this event together, but to raise a considerable amount of money doing it. I want to preface my speech by saying I am speaking to you today. I am not a medical professional, and I am not a scientist. I am a mother and a cancer survivor. And I'm the daughter of a father who lost his fight to cancer last month. So for those of you who know me, if I'm going to appear even more charged up to fight today, that may explain why. Today's theme is Finish the Fight. And I know many of you are here to continue the fight for a mother or a sister or a brother or a friend who has lost the fight. In my opinion, the last several months, watching my father follow every traditional medical protocol and every option given to him by his medical team, only still to lose the battle, I don't think we've begun the fight. Cancer rates of diagnosis have gone from 1 in 800 in the year 1900 to 1 in 2 if you are a female and 1 in 3 if you are a male in the year 2013. Breast cancer was practiced 1,000 women in 1949 and will strike now 1 in 8 women, which means rates have increased 500 times over. Endocrine system related cancers like mine have grown 500% in the last 20 years with 80 to 90% environmental ties. According to the American Cancer Society research, chemicals in our diet, our home, and our personal care products are linked to this significant rise. So who knows the number one cure for cancer? Anybody? Yeah? Chemotherapy? It's actually prevention. Because if you prevent it, you don't have it. So I show this, normally I have a big PowerPoint screen, but I was diagnosed with the same cancer as this gentleman. Does anybody know who this is? His name is Steve Jobs. He founded Apple. So our cancer is called neuroendocrine system cancer, and it's caused by chemicals. It is a hormonal cancer, and like cancers such as female reproductive cancers that are hormonally based, chemicals that are in our endocrine system can cause them. So when I got diagnosed, I was 35. I had 2 small children, a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I was already stage 3. When they found my cancer, my tumor was larger than 95% of people that get it. I led a very busy life. I was in field sales at Microsoft. I was traveling. I was eating vending machine food, coffee, and bagels. And I had a high stress. And so it was a wake-up call for me. What I decided to do right away after I had my surgery, I had 52% of my colon removed, and I was given a 70% chance the cancer had already spread to my liver because it was in my endocrine system. So first and foremost, I found a specialist, which I definitely recommend anyone who gets cancer to find a specialist that specializes in your cancer. So I chose Steve Jobs specialist because I figured he was probably the best. So I do fly to Los Angeles every 6 months. But then I decided, because my cancer is environmentally caused, to take a personal role in my own health and make sure that this cancer didn't come back. So a couple things I looked at. Why did my body have an environment, an internal environment that harbored a tumor so large? What could I change to make sure that my internal environment was one that cancer didn't like? So I looked at a product I used on my skin for acne which is now off the market for being linked to my cancer. And it got me looking at what other products I was using. And what I learned is that 70% of what you put on your skin gets absorbed directly into your bloodstream and stays in your lymph system, and there's no exit. So a lot of our beauty and grooming products have a lot of chemicals, and the way that that's an issue is because these chemicals have endocrine disruptors and hormone disturbers. And what those do is they cause your body to produce more estrogen. Estrogen dominance is linked to breast cancer, cervical, uterine, ovarian, and my cancer. So I started looking at all my beauty products, and I threw them all out. I have a tent back there if you guys are interested in scoring your products or learning how to find out what's in your products. It's the tent back there, the Spartan flag, and I can teach you guys an iPhone app where there's 80,000 products. You can scan the barcode right away and figure out what's in your products. I also made environmental changes in my home. I use baking soda and vinegar to clean most of my home, and I changed my diet pretty drastically. I got rid of a lot of packaged foods, corn syrup, and a lot of the things that are shown to make cancer cells thrive, like sugar and bleached flour. And I started juicing, green juice, which kind of changes the internal environment to a less acidic one and a more alkaline environment. And so after I made these changes, by year 3, I went in for my scans, and I'm there for 3 days. I get injected with a radioactive dye, so I can't be around my children. And the doctor on day 1 rushed into the room and said, "I've canceled all your scans. You're going home based on what we found in your blood work." And of course I was shocked. And what they found was my HCG levels were through the roof. Which, does anybody know what that means? I was pregnant. So I did have a little baby girl after having stage 3 cancer. And the second positive thing that happened to my health once I got chemicals out of my diet and my home and my beauty is I am now cancer-free 5 years as of September.
Wow!
So I want to tell you, I think that we do have the ability to, if not reverse cancer, we can prevent it. We have children. Let's change those odds for my baby from 1 and 2 to 1 and 0.
Yes.
And let's finish this fight.
Woo!
Thank you. Come back to the booth if you guys want to learn more. Right there.